Hello friends, welcome to G-Centric. So in this lecture, we will start with our new chapter, that is two-port network. Okay, so till now we have completed up to transient analysis. If you haven't watched till there, please do watch because we have got basics in this. Only whatever we learn is the concept of this one, but everything applying will be of basic quantities, like applying the theorems or applying the basic laws like Kirchhoff law, current law and voltage law. Okay, so now coming to this two-port network, we have got till now whatever we have learned, it is like one-port network. Okay, so first we will answer what is the meaning of this port. Okay, so this port is nothing but the entry or leaving of some particular quantity. So we can enter some quantity, okay, or it can leave that port. Okay, so either this is like a gateway, okay, where some quantity can enter and some quantity can leave. Okay, so for example, it's like we have generally we can take it as airport transport. Okay, at the last we will get this port term. That means there is something of arrival and something of departure. So that is the meaning of this port. Now till now in our network theory we have learned only one port. That is, if this is resistor, okay, the current enters through this and leaves through this terminal itself. Okay, so it will be same port, same terminal. Okay, similarly with inductor as well as capacitor. So it enters in one side and leaves from the other side. So this is all. Okay, if it is V1, okay, we can take V2, V3. Okay, so they will have only one port, okay, one terminal to enter and to leave. Okay, so this is called as one port. Okay, if current is entering here and the same current will leave that terminal only by this entry. Okay, and the quantities also we have got only one input and one output. So basically coming to this two-port network, what does it say is that a pair of two terminals. Till now we have seen only one terminal. Okay, so this is one terminal. We haven't seen two terminals. So that is why now we will see these two terminals over here. That is why we call it as a pair of two terminals through which a current may enter or leave. So in this two-port network, we will only analyze for the current. Okay. So if it's airport, then we will analyze for planes. Okay, if it's transport, it can be bus, vehicles. Okay, it's all road vehicles we can analyze for the transport. But for two-port network, we will analyze the current which can enter a terminal and leave through the another terminal. So coming to this one, we have got this as two-port network. Okay, so in this there are sources. Okay, and one more thing, they will be having only dependent sources inside this two-port network. So this is terminal, you can name it as 1 and this as 1 dash. Okay, this is one pair of terminal and this is 2 dash, this is second pair of terminal. Okay, so the current is entering through this and the voltage is V1 across this one. Okay, so this is separate input. Okay, one input we have given. Now it has to leave. So direction of this will be always in this direction only. Please keep that in mind. Okay, plus minus V2. So this is another pair of terminal. So these two pair of terminals where current is entering and leaving having two different ports. Okay, so there will be separate input. Okay, and there will be separate output. So now these are the quantities V1, I1 input terminal, I2 and V2 are the output terminals. Okay, so here now we have got two dependent quantities. Okay, let that be like I1 and I2. Okay, and two independent quantities. So it depends on the equation through which we are writing. Okay, so something, if it's like y is equal to x plus 2. Okay, so this will become dependent and this will be independent. Okay, so that means there are, in this case there are two dependent source quantities and the other is two independent quantities. Okay, why 2 we have? Because we are studying two-port network. Okay, so now coming to its application. So before that we will go to the example of one two-port network. Okay, so it is a machine. It comes in machine, it's nothing but transformer. Okay, so this transformer, it has got, okay, I1 and the voltage across this first primary side. Okay, this is V1 and this direction we will take it as I2 in this way. Okay, this is secondary terminal voltage and current. So you have got separate input and you are getting some output. So if it is step up, you will get, this is low voltage side and this will be high voltage side. Okay, so this is the output terminal and this is the input terminal. So it has got one pair of this terminal and one pair of this terminal. Together it is two pair of terminals. Okay, so example for this is transformer. Now coming to its application, we have got solid state application. So that is why we, in this two port network, we always have dependent sources. Okay, so that is, we have seen in the while studying the dependent and independent sources, we have seen that dependent sources is used only in solid state applications. Okay, that is like BJT and MOSFET. Okay, so some other semiconductor devices also. And the second application is in transmission line, so which we will study in power system. So one example such as ABCD parameters. Okay, so when we are studying this one, okay, we will see it as if there is a source and this is the some transmission line and we have got load. Okay, it should move from source to load, and in between, okay, so this source will be having input terminals and this load will be having output terminals. So in between we will model the circuit using ABCD parameters. Okay, and here also there will be dependent sources. Okay, so now we have got four combinations. Okay, two dependent and two independent. And how many unknown quantities will be there? There will be two unknown quantities and two known quantities. Two unknown and two known. Okay, two unknown quantities and two known quantities. So to determine the two unknown quantities, we will combine it with the combinations. Okay, so 4C2, it gives you 4 into 3 over 2. So in total we have to study 6 combinations. We get 6 combinations, in which our first combination will be, if I rub this one, okay, so out of which 6 combinations, 4 combinations are very important for the GATE exam. Okay, so rest 2 are not important and they haven't asked much questions from those sides. Okay, so our first quantity is nothing but Z parameter. Okay, our second quantity is Y parameter. Third is ABCD parameters. Fourth one is hybrid. Okay, we'll call it as H parameter also. Okay, so these 4 are very, very important for the GATE exam. Fifth and sixth one, which is called as inverse ABCD parameter. Okay, and the next one is inverse hybrid parameter. Okay, so this is also called as G parameter. So just we will go through this in brief, we will not go in depth for this two. Okay, so these 4 parameters are very important. So this is about the transmission, two-port network. Okay, so this is a very easy topic. Okay, especially with the Z parameter, it is very, very easy. So in the next lecture, we will start with the Z parameter. We will see how it goes, and then we will switch on to the GATE questions. Okay, thank you.